Doesn't have a QR code today. I'm going to ask everyone for your business card before you leave so that we can make sure you get everyone's information so that you are not left out. So have your business card out at the end and bring it up. We will collect it so that everyone's information comes out. I was in DC at the end of last year and I sat on an AI panel. I didn't realize the powerhouse that was sitting next to me. Our next speaker is a CEO or executive officer of an MLS. She told me things I didn't know that I didn't know. Rebecca, come on up.
Thank you. I thought I had a QR code, maybe it'll appear, maybe it won't, but thank you so much for having me here. I am the CEO of a company called MRED, which is the MLS that serves the greater Chicagoland area. We have about 50,000-ish subscribers with listings all throughout Illinois, not just Chicago, spilling over the borders. And it's my privilege to be here and talk to you about how MLSs are embracing AI and how it's definitely new in some shape and forms, but not always. So I started my MLS career in the 90s. And at that time, I started as a contract trainer and then on the help desk where at the time it was the books were going away and agents were freaked out and they were calling us saying, we're gonna picket you because you're gonna put us out of business with this new technology. And what do you mean, Netscape Navigator? I don't even know what that is, and I have to buy a brand new computer and I have to adapt my business, and what are you doing to me, right? And somehow we all figured out how to work our way through. And you know, part of that is about how the MLS and organized real estate can partner with agents and brokerages to help adopt change in technology throughout the industry. And so at the time I was in the MLS in Utah, we created our own public-facing website, and you know, we were not alone. At the time, the NAR president was talking about the hungry lions coming over the hill to eat everybody, and people need to respond. And if you haven't seen that speech by the NAR President Bill Chi, it's on YouTube. It's a great speech. You know, it's only a few minutes long. I would highly recommend that you look at it because it talks about things that, yes, we're dated with the technology of the day, but they're very pertinent to the need for our industry to adopt technology and transform the way that we think. And so AI is very similar to that. Just like in the day of Bill Chi with the hungry lions coming over the hill, IDX websites were created. And MLS responded with IDX policy, with entire policing departments that said, okay, you're going to submit your listing data to the MLS. It is definitely going to be used online. It's going to be used by consumers. It's going to be used down the line to create ABMs, right? And sometimes that use of the technology upset agents and brokers. One of the items that AI is looking at today is what is called currently AI hallucinations, meaning that AI makes stuff up. Like you can go into a prompt, you can type stuff in, it will give you completely bogus results. You just need to know that. But I'm like, really, is this new? Because when I remember ABMs becoming a thing, I looked up my house value and I thought exactly the same thing, right? Like, so what did MLSs do? They said, okay, we want to respect the data that people are submitting, and if you don't want your data to be used or your listing to have that valuation, that zestimate that seems like a hallucination, then MLS has worked with brokers and agents to respond to that change. So that's no different to me in what needs to happen in the shift with AI and these hallucinations. And just like with IDX, MLS has created all of the legal paperwork, brokerages, and we rolled out policing programs. I see the same thing happening with